You like it?
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
Why didn't you tell me about it first?
I wanted to surprise you. It'll grow back.
When?
2 years. My hair grows fast. Can you wait around that long?
I can wait 2 years. How about you?
You really think we'll be together that long?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. I wasn't.
No. I think that's
Never.
a fair.
Stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question.
I mean, how can you look ahead that far?
Too soon. Not ready for that.
That's something I can think about maybe in a few years, but not now.
I don't want to be
It's too early for me.
years.
My job might take me halfway across the world. Who knows?
No. That's not a bad idea, you
All
know?
right. What does that mean?
I don't know what.
What kind of decision? I mean,
Some
that
kind of
needs a lot of
compulsion to
thought.
ask her to spend the rest of my
I mean, we
life
haven't
with
really.
me.
Now you can
Beautiful.
see it more.
Love is Like a Knot by Ronni Harris. Love is like a knot. Each string holds an emotion, a concept, a vulnerability, a perception. We live in our bodies and our minds, seeing only what we do, until someone comes along bringing something entirely new. Both may meet this tangle with resistance, defensive of what they thought was true. But love, when welcome, reveals these differences, not as walls, but as bridges to something new. Love is like a knot. Rigid and tight some days, yet loosened by a single gesture. It tests patience, unravels egos, and binds hearts. Yet those who choose to stay choose to learn, to stretch, to mend, to meet in the middle. Follow the string as it coils into the depths, then let it lift you into the stars. That's all you can do. Keep unraveling, even on the hardest day. Love is like a knot. Love is like a knot. Yes. Hear the echo? Hey y'all, I'm Kimaana. And I'm Ronni. And this is Starting to Not Make Sense, where we talk about the bullshit in the world that just no longer makes sense and use our minds to try to figure it out.
Yes, and today we're talking about love.
Yes.
We're in the month of February.
Yes.
It's Black History Month, which is Black History period.
Yes.
But, you know, we come from love, and it's natural for us to be able to spread that love and not limit ourselves, especially as men and women, because we're meant to come together and we're meant to build and we're meant to grow. I just want to touch on your poem, Love is Like a Knot. As I was listening to it, literally every time I hear it, it really makes me pay attention to the moments I've been having personally, unraveling those things and having those moments where you do get to fully connect with somebody and not having those walls. But even those connections, it's like with how we live today as men and women, we're always having to break those down.
Yes.
That's why when you mentioned, I was writing this shit down, loosened by a single gesture, like, yes, a single gesture.
A single gesture. It breaks the whole, like, mold in a way, like whatever the facade is in that moment.
Yeah.
It's like, it's that peak of authenticity, like.
And you feel it, it's like more clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of us spend so much time running from it. But that's why it's like those who choose to stay choose to learn, because you have to make a choice to stay. You can, people feel that thing, that love or that authenticity, and it sends everybody into a frenzy. But it's like we have to understand that we're probably both in a frenzy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but it's so crazy that we send off vibe. We just do all these defense tactics to just not to show, oh, I'm chilling. Oh, it ain't nothing.
And we're replacing all of that Like, we're replacing that, or not replacing it. We're putting that where the love is supposed to be. Like, we're making that second nature, is being defensive and looking at each other as if we're enemies. And we're talking about men and women.
Right.
Men and women, like, we're the only two human species that there is.
Yeah. Black men and black women, like, it's a lot of power in our community, and it's just like, love is the thing missing, and you could tell, and that's the main thing everybody's terrified of. And it's like the main thing everybody is craving, and that's interesting.
The first topic that we want to talk about is, how have gender roles in love changed, and how does this affect dating today? I feel like what you mentioned in your poem, how you said meeting in the middle, and it made me think of what we were talking about last night, the 50-50 thing, how people are like, I guess you have to bring something to the table, but people are thinking it has to be something physical.
Yeah.
But really, in my mind, when I think of like people, some people are arguing like, or I would say women. Some women are like 50-50, like they don't want to do that. Like, a man has to do everything for them. But a man should be able to provide for you, of course. Like, men are supposed to be the providers. But when I think of couples being 50-50 on something, I feel like it's bringing what you naturally can to the table.
Yeah.
Like, meeting each other in the middle, like knowing that you can bring your feminine energy to the table and I'll bring my masculine energy to the table so we can grow.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're going to move forward.
Yeah. 50-50, like a team. Like,
yes,
I think people are spending so much time intellectualizing everything too. It's like, people want it to be like 50-50, like, oh, if I got the bills, I'm handling this set of bills and you handling that.
They're
like,
making it logical.
They're making it so, that means it's like no feeling though. No love, no feeling. Because 50-50, if you're a team with somebody, it's really not that cryptic. You don't have to be thinking about it for real. It's like, we're a team. You're sick.
You play your part. I'm going to play my part.
Exactly. Yeah. Play your part. I think how it's different from how it was back in the day is it was like clearly defined that a lot of women were in the house, housewives, the men were working, and the men were coming back home, this and the third. Now, yes, things have changed. Like, both genders are able to work, have a business, go to the moon if they want to. So it's just like taking away these systematic ways of thinking.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to explain.
Yes. Yeah, I got it now.
Right.
Yeah. Them systematic ways of thinking, like, oh, you got to work in this warehouse and you got this housewife that's doing everything for you, cooking, clean. Like, things are different now. Women have been working for a minute now, but I think it's just women are making exponentially more money.
Yeah.
50-50, I'm thinking of provide. Your essence, you're a man, you're the masculine. Essence. You're the masculine, like that matters in this situation for it to work. All the other things that the system is telling you is masculine, we have to heal from that. But the only way, a lot of times, the only way we can heal is if we like give each other grace.
I was watching the video of Laura, and she was explaining how the values for divine feminine are honor, respect, and gratitude. And for divine masculine, it's balance, integrity, discipline, and action. And it just made it so simple, like, once you actually think about it, because that is the roles that we're supposed to play.
That felt simple to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because it's like, it feels like everything, we know, like, it feels like everything is telling us how to live. What's the right way to live? What's the wrong way to live? And I guess something different from maybe back in the day as well is that they were just being it in a way. Maybe they fell off the square. They didn't talk as much.
But they didn't have no other examples other than that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like today we're in a time where we do see different aspects of like how these roles can be played. and it could cause imbalance.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
Yeah.
we can see that. We can see that it's an imbalance in how we're acting towards each other and what we're doing to each other. And it's emphasizing on what we need to be doing, because we can talk about it all day, but honestly, taking the steps to make sure you have integrity as a man is important for yourself as a man.
Yes.
Making sure that you honor yourself as a woman, because that's the only way we're gonna be able to live right.
But it also, like how you said, it's simple. I think if people simply follow like the four she said for feminine and the four she said for masculine, if the masculine really followed the four, they would be embodying masculine. It wouldn't be so much of this confusion and getting out of control. Like, yes, you could still be the most artistic whatever, nothing would be jaded if you followed maybe just the simple of
balance.
The balance. And if women, you said women was
honor, respect, and gratitude.
If women practice that, I feel like a lot of things would be different as well. Women would just naturally be in their feminines, and everything would be balanced on both ends.
But also, when I think of feminine energy, it's really the unknown. Feminine energy is really the darkness, and masculine energy is, I don't want to say more so physical, but it's like the light. It makes me think of the moon and the sun.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It do make sense. Like how they say, like, women are wisdom.
Not saying that men can't be, but we are, like,
we have to, like, I think now also everybody talking so much, and we do see these different aspects get in the way of, I think we're being programmed to not want a balanced guy, to not want someone with integrity.
Yeah.
Like, think about the rappers and stuff. Like, do them niggas have integrity? I don't think so. I think it leads to the second question. I think it leads to the second question perfectly.
How does media and social norms create unrealistic relationship expectations?
Child, what? That just made me think of, I'm just visualizing so many things right now. Everybody's the flyest, the baddest, but like the love is lacking. So something is off.
I feel like we're at a point where we all individually need to get ourselves together.
Realistically.
Because we want to treat ourselves with respect for real. It's not a game. We
do, a lot of people do know, like, I mean, it's this dating pool is not talking about much, so.
It's not.
A lot of people do feel like, why would I do Valentine's Day for real? Like, because who is this person?
And honestly, you're not even supposed to be, well, as a woman, you're not even supposed to be going out to look for a man. Like, love is supposed to find you because it's in you. It's within you.
The thing also, though, that's social norm, like what social media is doing is like, everything is so lustful. And the men, everybody's just out of it.
Fried in the brain.
And the women are fried in the sense of, I mean, it is lust on the women's end as well. Like,
I feel like women are fried in the sense of hating themselves. Even though if it don't come off that way. Like, people be having issues for real.
A huge clocket.
Really?
Yes. Hating themselves, hating on each other subliminally. It's like, look at me, look at my nigga, look what you got, bitch, you ain't got nothing. It's like all of that, and it's just like, and then the men are just in it. In it. The men are in it. It's like, because for real, we run the world for real.
And that's the thing, because men, they do things, how their mind works is based off of pattern. So, of course, they're going to
do what the fuck we do.
Do what they gotta do to get through whatever they in. Like,
yes.
And I guess this is their way of having to do it, but it's really killing people. It's killing us. It's killing our spirits.
It's killing our
It's
spirits.
killing our hearts.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing is growing from this. And it's sad. It's sad. But here we are talking about it. We just pray for the best. We pray for the best.
Pray for the best. We have to, like you said, like women, we're meant to be pursued, meant to be chased. Like, and that goes back to like, because you hear arguments of guys being like, why do I gotta chase you, buy you stuff, do this, do that? But like, I feel like goes back to the simple 4 things you named earlier. If a man was doing those 4, practicing those 4 constantly, he would have the masculine urge to want to chase what he wants.
Or want to have that balance and be like, okay, this is bullshit. I'm not going to stay stuck in this mentality, even if it can become a pattern.
Facts. You would want to
discipline,
take care of yourself as a man, and then also you would want a girl that you can take care of too, because you a man and you want to do that. I think a lot of y'all are fighting your own masculine energy, but then it's also like society does its thing of trying to. You're also in a time where everything, like we said, is lustful. It's like y'all are losing your essence constantly. Like y'all got porn addictions.
Your essence.
You got porn addictions and everything, and it's out of control.
Sexual energy is your essence. If y'all don't get that through your head, like
and try to get it through your head, it's like it's crazy because it's like we have to also like do some, like we said, reprogramming, because it's like get it through your head and try like hear the word sex and everything and not go to these nasty places like we gotta get so much perversions. Yeah. We gotta get mature on like these types of things. Like it's everybody uncomfortable at this point. Like for real. Like I can't even. Sometimes it'd be like, damn, like you can't even say words no more. Like,
because did you grow up for real?
Like you can't even say words no more. It's like you say, oh, what would be something? Let me think. Oh, look at that, it got hard. You talking about something that's not that big of a deal. And it's like everybody look, it's like it make it
pause.
I'm not saying it like that. But you finna be uncomfortable.
I know.
You finna. I'm not thinking. Why are we bringing? We just brought up.
Yeah, like why are we bringing that into this?
Because it's at the forefront of everybody's brains all day.
Yeah.
It's at the forefront, and it's not supposed to be. That shows it's a problem. That shows we need to really. Like your lower vibrations, you stuck on
level 1.
You stuck on level 1. Like you're really.
You can be all the way up to here.
You're giving into your flesh constantly.
On level 1, you stuck down here in hell.
You giving to your flesh constantly, and you have to also understand social media. Do you understand they're making money off of you doing that constantly? So it's like, yes, it's consuming. Yes, we are in some times where technology is. It's on our behind. Like, you try to level up over it, it try to get you back in the box. That's just what it does. Sometimes the algorithm feel like it's trying to get you back to, no, put your mask back on. Like, it feels like it's like that. Put your mask back on. Yes, you got a porn addiction. Let me keep hinting stuff at you so you can get back into your addiction. Yes, I see you trying to go the other route and put not interested and you trying to fight it off. But let's try to see if you really fighting it off. Like it's like you keep getting in these mazes, I guess. And it's like we have to, I don't know, let it go. Let it go. It's hard, but then we have to understand we're both give each other the grace.
Yeah. And we're always learning.
Yeah.
And everybody don't learn at the same pace. And that's okay, because we are here to live our individual lives. But we do have to learn how to come together at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Let's Be Spooked Together by Ronni Harris. Let's be spooked together. Let's make a pact to not be clever. Let's not boast or one up the other. Let's break, rebuild, become another. Merge like two and two align, yet truly all is one by design. By two, I mean your light and your shade. Together whole, no parts betrayed. Perhaps we'll feel what's yet unfelt, a courage strong, a fear that melts. Imagine the weight that disappears when true love replaces hollow fears. Between us, maybe walls will fall. We'll shift the earth, reshape it all. Oh my God, what peace to see, a world reborn through you and me. Let's be spooked together.
Another great poem from Ronni.
Thank you.
And Let's Be Spooked Together. It sparked a lot. It made me think about how we are supposed to be a team as far as meeting each other in the middle once again and looking at each other as the individuals that we are. And remembering that this is our first time experiencing life together. Life, period. It's new to everybody. It's new. It's new to all of us. Like, why are we treating it like it's a game,
or treating it like you supposed to know for real? You don't know.
That too.
We going off of like our ancestors' guideline in a way, but like, you know, you can make your own guideline, or just, you know, like,
you can be innovative.
You can be innovative. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to think of new ways to learn about your brother or your sister.
Yes.
Even as women, like, we need to learn how to be sisters.
And I think we're zapped out. Like, that's the most essential way to get better at relationships. That's relationships. And that helps also get better at romantic relationships.
Yes, it does.
But I think also, like, we have enough of I at this point. Like, we get I to a T. Now it's time to get your brother and your sister and, like, understand them. Like, we spend so much time studying us.
And that's another way to learn yourself anyway.
That's putting in the work for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning yourself within communities and connections and with the people that you love and that love you. Yeah.
Yeah. And the poem also is like I just be feeling like sometimes if two people get together and they sign a contract, like, all right, we both gonna be scared. So let's just get that out of the way. Cause like, we both gonna be scared. Let's be spooked together. Let's commit to being scared. Like, and I know it sounds crazy, but in the moments, a lot of people who haven't had a lot of romantic relationships or have been hurt deeply, like, it puts this fear on your heart. You never want to open it up no more, like, because the heart is so vulnerable. Feelings are vulnerable. It's like you get defensive with your heart. You just be scared to feel that feeling ever again. And then it's like, what hurt you in one relationship may not hurt you in the second relationship. Like,
right. And you'll never know until you do it. Until you give yourself the opportunity to make a different choice within that situation. Because them same cycles going to be happening over and over and over again until you learn. Like, and it's going to drive you crazy. That's insanity.
You got to let yourself evolve in increments and really be committed to the next increment. You can't be, how do I want to say this? Like, okay, your first person hurt you. And yes, maybe after that, you're dating a bunch of people. You're learning yourself through dating around, not committing to nothing. I still feel like what would really help you evolve is committing to something. Like, committing to something new. And committing to, I'm going to be better than I was in the last one. I'm going to try something different than I did in the last one.
Yeah.
Because if you never do that, like, a lot of people get their heart broken and just start dating, they learning, they dating, but you never really loved again. Like, you never gave yourself the ability to, I don't know, be in a relationship.
To receive that?
Receive that again, like, from, like, trying to commit to it again. Like, people go into these like phases after they get their heart broken, and it's like, yeah, you gotta let another person love you again. Like, honestly,
I had to learn that. Like,
you have to. I mean, we've
like,
all
be on
been
defense
hurt
all the time.
We've all been hurt, but if you find the right person, like, your hurt don't mean nothing.
It don't. Like, that little shit.
I've been through some other shit. That little shit ain't nothing.
Yeah.
We good. As long as you try to show up, what more can you ask for?
And that's it. Aligns with our next topic. How can we better communication barriers between men and women?
How can we better communication barriers?
Respecting another person, to allow them to be vulnerable and not use that against them. And just sharing what we feel, because a lot of times those communication barriers it's just you shutting off your heart,
and it messes up the flow of what it was in the beginning, like,
or what it even could be.
Communication barriers, as in, also, I feel like, are also, this ties back into the social media question. Like, I mean, yes, I feel like women are very detail oriented in a sense. We are feelers, we are seers, and I feel like people need to have more, would there be decorum online? Like, if you're talking to somebody and then you go and you tweet, these bitches ain't worth nothing. Ain't that you on both of them? Ain't that you? What did you say?
Yeah, that was me at one point.
But I'm saying,
well, I know what you're saying. I'm just
wouldn't it make the person you fucking with paranoid or uncomfortable, or like,
yeah.
I mean, and I understand it's different. Like, if we're talking about art, if we're talking about like you dating a rapper, he say some shit in a song, okay. But that's still not really okay. But okay, for the sake of you being a rapper, trying to be in the industry that wants you to be low vibrational, and you got to say, I'm fucking on 9 bitches right now. Then okay. Maybe, but for real, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got your wife and kids, but it's not cool to rap about that. It's not cool to do art.
But who said it's not cool?
Them.
Who said it's not cool?
The man.
Who said that's not cool?
Uncle Sam and them.
Like, what? Let's stop listening to them.
That's the only way we're going to, for real, revolt.
Right. And we need to lead by example.
Black people need to get on one accord. We need to all, for real, be talking to each other at the same time. But you know what? We all scattered, and Black people, we all over the place, you know. I hope one day we can all be on accord, Black people in America, but if majority of us get back intentional, it will make a huge difference. Like, yeah.
But yeah, going back to women learning from women, and women needing sisterhood.
Yes.
It's so important. We need to look out for one another. We need to respect each other, because we learn from each other. We have to be around each other in order to grow. Like, not forget about, but like having relationships with a man and you being a woman, like, that's one thing, but sisterhood is like a whole other world. Like,
yeah,
it opens you up. It opens your heart up. And it also makes you get closer to yourself, because it's like you can relate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you keep trying to find yourself in a man, it don't work.
And then that's when the switching of roles start to happen.
Yeah.
Like, don't nobody know what they supposed to be doing for real.
Facts.
Like, it just gets confusing.
Yes.
And complicated.
And it's certain things that, like, women probably just supposed to talk about with the women, like, literally.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the social media thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to touch on that, because it's really, I feel like that gets in the way of our communication between each other, because it is so much hate for each other. And like you said, like even retweeting negative shit about like niggas and shit, like sometimes that is projection and sometimes it can be addicting.
Yeah.
Like those actions can be addicting and you don't even be aware of it, and you don't be aware that you're actually hurting the person that actually cares for you, and that's not, or
they're like subliminal defense tactics. It's like,
yeah,
even like,
yes, it is, yeah,
even because when you're involved with somebody, like we all know how it is. Like at the root of it, we all know how it is to have a crush, to be involved with somebody. You know, you're looking at what they're doing. Mm-hmm. You know, you're like looking at them. Like, let's not make it weird. Let's not make it creepy. Like when you have a crush, when you like somebody, like you want to see what they're doing. You want to learn about them. Like it's all of that. So then, like, to deal with somebody and act like they're not trying to learn about you or understand you, and you keep putting out projections, putting out toxic things, it's like you're trying to put up a wall.
Yeah.
And it actually might highlight that you feel something.
Yes,
because it's like
affecting you. It be affecting you because it's like, damn, like what do I even do with this? Like, how do I even go about this? Like, do I still run with my old habits that I've been doing that just like failed me in the past? Failed me. But then there's also the thing about men on the internet and seeing so much sexual shit. It's like men have to also, like, if they are involved with someone, men have to also remember the feelings of the women that they're, or of the woman that they're communicating with, or that they have feelings for, and they know that woman has feelings for them.
Yeah,
because
it will make you be more considerate. Like,
considerate, bro. It's the consideration. It's the principle. It's like, nigga, like, you know, I'm looking at what you're doing.
Like, why are we acting like
like, or not even looking at what you're doing? It's like you know that somehow I'm gonna see it. It's like,
yeah, it's like it's pretty blatant. It's pretty blatant.
That's how it's like a.
But we're so used to like trying to treat social media like it's like alternate reality. No,
but that's why people be numb to shit now. Because it's like you treating shit like don't nothing matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
Which you am I talking to? Because it was like, but then like some people understand these things and they still try to see you through your mess, like see you through your ego. We all true lovers are trying to see each other through the ego. Yeah. Whatever you're trying to put up, I'm still trying to understand. Love. That's choosing. But after a while, if you're not choosing to do it back, then it's nothing else. That person has to get up and go. Like at the end of the day, for self-love purposes.
Yeah, and it's honestly people that really stuff like that won't affect them, but like be with who won't be affected by it. Like,
thanks.
Honestly.
Wait. Okay.
Oh no, go.
Because a lot of the black women would be affected. It's some of y'all dealing with these women that are not
letting shit slide
of your ethnicity.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Draining y'all essence. Draining y'all from the source.
Look, we here at Silent Tonight, we're black. We gonna talk to the black people.
We black, we beautiful.
If you educated by us and you're not black, cool.
That's cool. You can still resonate,
but we just saying like it's a
this
lot.
This is who we here for. This is who we here for.
Exactly. Like the real lovers.
The real lovers. It comes from us.
Yes, but yeah, some of y'all are having getting with cheat codes, or like just get with cheat codes. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to say, but I'm saying,
that do. It sounds like what it is.
You don't have to put in that much effort or have to be that accountable.
Because it's like, do you want to be the best you? Or are you just settling for like? I don't know.
Niggas be scared to win and scared to lose. You need to pick. Is you gonna lose? Is you gonna, like, what are you doing? You want to sink or you want to swim? I feel like that's just what it is. You can't be lukewarm. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And also think you about to make a change.
And
also think you about to make a change. Like, you can't be lukewarm. And a lot of times, like, we need each other. We understand each other deeply. But at some point, like, enough is enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Enough is enough, and we need to treat each other better. Even though it's hard, like, it's never going to get better if we don't start with ourselves. Like, for real.
Nobody, they don't care if we love each other fucked up.
Yeah.
They don't care if we don't, we never have kids ever again.
I mean, they don't want us to. They don't want us to
exactly
create. They don't want us to procreate.
Exactly.
That's why all of this stuff is here to stop us from being our authentic selves. Like, no, you're not supposed to do this. Not in this system.
Yeah.
Not under this spell.
Yeah.
But that shit is not working, obviously.
It's been not working.
It's not working. Also, that's why all of this shit is it's a joke. It's really a joke.
It's a joke. And then we're associating, like, a lot of things dealing with romance, like, with materialism.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
yeah.
Black people are actually, most of the time, if we doing a scale on who got the most money, we got probably the least in a lot of situations as far as society, if he was doing it like that. So it's like, wow, we're the ones so obsessed with materialism and, like, that's the crazy part.
We're not even looking at the values.
We're not looking at the values. We're not looking at the person in front of us. We're looking at they on the videos, like, oh, he was nice, he was handsome. Yes, I like that he had a nice career, but his ankle's out. So for that, I had to pop my balloon.
That's a joke.
That is so unserious. That's unserious. Super unserious. Where is your brain at? It might be in your hand. For real though. Like, what?
No, really. It's time to get serious. It's time to mean what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And say what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
No in between. Nothing else. Like, for real.
Damn, baby. You look good to me.
Well, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Look here, baby. I should be on the guest list. Under M for Mac, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Dear Mac. I mean, can you dig it, baby? Can you dig it?
Dig that. You just bring your fine self on up in here, baby. Say, listen, Daddy-O, you think if you're not busy later, you can drop by my pad?
Well, I got to think about that, baby, all right? But look here, you be cool, all right? I mean, maybe we get together later and rap a taste on it, huh? Huh? Can you dig that, baby?
Dig it.
Can you dig it, baby?
I can dig.
Okay, baby. My. Now, I done tasted every flavor, from French vanilla to double chocolate mocha. But tonight, I'm in the mood for some caramel.
I need a man. I'm tired of being by myself.
Come on, baby. Shh. Not now, baby. No words, baby. Don't get heavy on me, baby. Okay? Excuse me, baby.
know, the first time I saw you, I wanted to touch you. You have this incredible excitement about you.
I had those same good feelings the first time I saw you, baby.
So where do we go from here?
To the top if you're not afraid, baby. You see, baby, I want to be everything to you. You know, I want to be your father. I want to be your friend. I want to be your lover. I want to be your uncle, your aunt, your mama, your puppy. But you got to believe in me, baby. You got to believe that everything I ask you to do is what's best for both of us, baby. I mean, can you dig that, baby?
Oh, wow.
I mean, can you dig that, baby?
Solid man.
Baby, well, bring it to me, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, can you dig it? Baby, can you dig it?
How can we combat the strains that social media puts on connections between men and women?
Shoot, I feel like the vulnerability is not even safe. People feel like
Yes.
double time. Stop weaponizing social media. Stop using it as a weapon. Stop using your
That's why
retweets.
it's so negative. That's why the algorithm is the way it is. Because it's like,
yes, people are using their retweets, their likes to like it's like a weapon. It's like
it is like a weapon.
It's like I know the person gonna see. It's like
it is a weapon.
It is a weapon.
Damn.
That shit is a weapon. Nigga.
They're setting it up for us to use it as weapons.
The reason we're talking about these things, even if it's heavy, even if it's like, oh wow, like, damn, you know, it's making you reflect, but it's making you reflect so that we can evolve and innovate. Nothing stays the same forever.
No.
We just, once you know it, do better. Just do better. What?
How can men and women build better understanding and healthier relationships? I feel like talking to one another and asking each other, like, how are you doing for real? Like, letting people know that you're there for them. Letting the people that you love know that you're there for them. Sometimes we can build these walls and it'll make other people not want to approach those boundaries. But sometimes we need those people that's like, come on, bitch. Like,
Yes. That's
like, I'm here for you. It's okay. It's okay.
We do a lot of like you might hear somebody might say something about a trauma. You don't do any more digging.
Yeah.
But in some ways we do that so that we're respecting the person or that we don't make it this, you know, it doesn't become overwhelming for anybody. But some of us really do need to start getting more inquisitive. People are now just saying their trauma, but like in a shallow way. It's like, oh, okay. And then we move on.
Yeah.
But maybe that was something we're supposed to take a moment with.
Because you don't know what that can spark for somebody.
Because it's kind of like little cries for help.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
Damn. Because it's like, I've never heard so many people talk about trauma so shallow in the past recent years. It's just the thing people keep buried somewhere and never really discuss. But now I feel like people say them, but they say
make it a joke. But it be like a thing that you gotta laugh about because it's like, okay, we gotta keep on moving.
Right.
Keep on rolling. I'm gonna just say your shit, throw that out there. But really,
somebody's supposed to grab it.
Right.
But we don't really, it's like, yeah, we need to do better at catching each other's little things because we hear them. We just need to grab it and catch it and be present with each other.
Especially in relationships between men and women. Because it's like, as women, we can do that. Like, girl, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about men. Y'all probably might need to do better on that.
I be like, when a man shares a trauma, sometimes it's like, I don't be knowing where men be emotionally. So it's like, I don't be...
That's why men need to help each other with that.
Yes.
Y'all need to actually connect with one another. Yes. And it's not nothing you got to take pause about. It's not. Like, you can actually be vulnerable and be brothers to each other.
It's nothing you need to say pause about.
Especially as black men, because y'all need it.
Y'all need to hug each other and be with each other.
Like I was just saying, don't nobody know y'all like y'all know y'all.
Facts.
Nobody knows.
Facts.
And they keep trying to break y'all down. They keep trying to get in y'all heads. But it's like y'all are shutting that part down.
Because this system, honestly, is not built for y'all to be powerful. But if y'all come together more often than not, there's strength in numbers. Like, y'all have to let each other be vulnerable with one another. And also take the pause shit out because it's confusing y'all low key. Because
it is.
It's confusing y'all low key. Like, you can be a man and hug another man. And then at the same time, niggas begin, sexualized in a sense as well.
They do.
It goes under the rug more often than not, but they do. And women, we need to do better at, I don't know, letting them. We need to stop objectifying each other in general. In general, like,
we're more than these bodies.
Yes.
How you think me talking to you right now?
Yes. And also on top of that, like, we are all children of God. If we all start looking at each other through the lens of, this is a child, this is my brother and sister, they're learning their way, I'm learning my way, we would have more kindness towards one another. We look at each other like how they got us talking, it's like we ain't shit.
Yeah.
You're everything and more. You're a human being on this planet.
And that's why we need to have a better sense of community. We need to keep each other safe.
Yes.
And aware.
And accountable. Tell your sister, because that's what she is at the end of the day. If she's objectifying herself, you wouldn't be surprised what happened if you say you don't have to do that.
You never know what could change somebody, even like along the way.
Yeah,
like, you don't know what that will do for them. Like,
you don't know. It didn't work then, but you said it, and it pulled out. It pulled at something. You were authentic with them. Like, you were moving in pure love when you said that. It's going to touch something.
Always.
Even if it's years from then, it's going to touch them. So just move like that. Like, also, we're not instant. You think everything's so instant.
And that's why people don't be taking those steps. Because it's like, all right, well, if it's not going to happen right now, then what the fuck is the point?
Right.
But no. Things take time to grow. Things take time to change and get better. But it always has to start from somewhere.
Yes. And if it's meant to be, it'll truly be.
Right.
It will.
Right.
Yes. Okay, for our last poem of this episode, I'm going to read Get It Together. This is also by me. We live in a time where relationships are questionable. We question intent even when it looks truthful. Some have chosen to act dishonest just so they can stay safe in these times and have the upper hand. The honest have become the annoying. They're questioning everything way too much. In these times, I hope the honest see the honest and understand the fear. In these times, I hope the honest recognize the honest and see the layers to the many faces they hide behind. I believe the dishonest must stop hurting others and turn inward to their own fright. Both sides must recognize they are still children. Both sides must recognize they are suffering from wavering faith. All I can say is, I hope we all heal for the sake of love's sake. Get it together.
You cold?
Mm-hmm.
You want my jacket?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me.
Wait a minute.
If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. No.
Be careful.
I will. There's a duck.
Where?
Right over there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, look at him.
Oh, gosh. I got a slipper.
What?
Dior.
Oh, no, let me
Yeah,
see.
wait a minute. It's okay.